what does the Steam Machine mean for the Steam Deck? Let's talk about it. Yes. So we're hot off the heels of the big announcement last week that's set to revolutionize the living room space for gaming, bringing PC gaming into the living room once and for all. But we've got some serious thoughts as handheld lovers, what this means for the Steam Deck, the thing that really kind of kicked this whole thing off for us.
Absolutely did. It's changed PC gaming and handheld gaming, as much as the Switch has, really.
Yeah. We've said it plenty on the channel. The Switch was the thing that really brought handheld gaming back to mainstream, and then the Steam Deck kind of picked up that baton and went, hold my beer, let's bring the PC space into this.
Absolutely.
And we've been slightly, I don't want to say critical, because we love the Steam Deck and people get the wrong idea about the things we say. But
yes,
hardware's moved on really quickly since then. And the Steam Deck itself is it's the senior citizen of handheld gaming right now.
It is, unfortunately, as much as it's still capable in some respects, and it's a very good device, it is, performance-wise, it's underperforming compared to the competition. And there's no doubt about that.
Today's super awesome video sponsor is tomtoc. Are you looking for the ultimate protection for your new Nintendo Switch 2? Then look no further. Tomtoc's Fancy Case G05 Slim Case is a precision-molded, water-resistant hardshell case designed specifically to keep your Nintendo Switch 2 looking brand new. Aligning with the Switch 2's designs, your buttons and joysticks are perfectly protected within its impact-resistant and shock-absorbing hardshell case. With a quality YKK zipper, sleek carry handle and soft plush lining with cushioned support, your screen will stay protected whilst also holding up to 12 game cards within wherever you go. Protect your Nintendo Switch 2 with tomtoc. For more information, check out these awesome products in the link in the description.
But the actual physical hardware itself is beautiful, especially the Steam Deck OLED. That OLED screen is a wonderful thing. Anyone that's got it is very reluctant to give up on it because of that OLED screen. And you look at the alternatives, and if you're like, I need an OLED now because I can't go back from it, your only other option right now is the Legion Go 2.
Really? Yeah, which is almost 3 times the price.
Which people aren't going to, a lot of people in mass aren't going to do. I've seen plenty of people in our comments because of our videos about it, but a lot of people aren't going to do that. It's, what's it in America, $1,300 or something? It's
$1,350 for the Z2 Extreme starting price.
I mean, it's a beautiful device. We do love it, and if you can afford it, it's definitely worth it. But most people aren't jumping that high, so they're holding on to these devices and then finding ways of kind of keeping it going. And they're looking at the GeForce Nows and
absolutely,
and hoping that developers make Steam Deck optimized versions of games and stuff. Looking at Doom Dark Ages is a good example. Yeah.
Games are still getting Steam Deck verified settings.
And we had a few question marks as to what the future of Steam Deck would be. There was even some conjecture that we kind of explored of will it be a one and done for them? Will they not do any more hardware after this? Or are we going to wait for until RDNA 4's affordable, and is that going to be 2028, 2029 until we see an upgrade?
Wow. Mm-hmm.
But it seems like Steam have found a middle ground without actually saying it.
Yes.
And that's with the Steam Machine announcement.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole point at the start of this was that I'm going to come on to the tease later, because they did tease something at the start of that.
They did tease.
But after the tease, they then show the now new Steam family of hardware.
Yep.
And it seems that this announcement of the Steam Machine was to show you their intention is to create an ecosystem of hardware where these devices, if you choose, will all be kind of harmoniously existing together.
Yeah, they've created the PC console.
Exactly that. And I think that's where the future, or at least the short-term future of the Steam Deck lies.
Absolutely
is in this
agree,
family.
Yeah.
It seems that the Steam Machine, if you choose to get it, will render your Steam Deck as the perfect companion device.
Yeah, they've just turned it into a PlayStation Portal or an Xbox Ally. Like it's that kind of companion to the Steam machine. Your Steam machine's got the
PlayStation Portals are brutal.
Yeah, but I mean, it's kind of what your Steam Deck will be doing if you get a Steam machine. Your Steam machine will be in your living room or on your desk doing all the heavy lifting, and then when you want to go chill somewhere else or go out and about, then you can pick up your Steam Deck and continue where you left off, whether that's by natively running the game if it supports it or via streaming from your Steam machine.
Yeah, and I think it's a lovely thing. Like I was saying, the whole reason I did the big setup at the start was those people, especially with the OLED owners, which the majority of them will be now, they don't want to give up on that screen and that kind of that beauty that gives them, but there's no logical upgrade for them that's kind of in the affordable bracket. So they can keep that going. And I think that's actually a really nice thing that they're pitching the Steam machine as being part of this family, really like the central part of this family of devices.
Yeah.
And you look at the Steam Frame and the Steam Deck, and they're like, they can exist on their own, and they've got their own operating systems, and you can run natively on them, or they can run with the Steam machine. It feels like a very natural progression.
And it's such a natural progression with the Steam controller as well, because it's literally a Steam Deck just with the screen removed, butted up together. So it's like so easy to pick up your Steam Deck, put it down, pick up your Steam controller and have like almost the identical experience in terms of like feel and play. Like you're not having to learn a new type of control system, like so it's a very natural progression to just go straight onto your TV or your monitor with the Steam machine with that Steam controller.
The big one for me as well of like the longevity of Steam Deck, if you're investing into Steam machine to kind of aid that, is I think developers are going to aim at this device in a heavy way because it's Valve, and also because of the success of the Steam Deck, we saw and we still see developers making Steam Deck versions of games optimized. So they're definitely going to make Steam machine optimized versions of games.
Yeah, well, they've already got they've announced that they'll be upgrading the verification system to enable Steam machine like verified games. Yeah. And like you just said, they're totally going to have developers making optimized graphics settings for the Steam machine, just like they did with the Steam Deck. So I think it marries up so well. Like, and I know so many people, like some of our members, a lot of the viewers and stuff, and just seeing on Reddit and people out and about that I know that have Steam Decks, they dock their Steam Decks still onto a TV, and like now more than ever is going to be struggling to perform like where they want it. So I think having a Steam machine is going to be like that natural, like you said, that family, like it's going to go hand in hand. If you've got a Steam Deck and you love it and you don't want to give it up, but you play docked and you want that extra performance, well then a Steam machine just like literally seems like the natural progression there.
And the converse of that as well is that if they stop making Steam Deck optimized versions of the games because the hardware is just obsolete, let's pretend for a moment that the Steam Deck 2 doesn't come until like 2028, 2029. Obviously, developers are going to stop supporting that at this point. But they're going to be supporting the Steam machine, and you're going to be able to stream, and it's going to be built for this.
Yes.
To your Steam Deck. So at least if nothing else, for the foreseeable future that Steam machine games are going to run really well, and you'll be able to stream them really well to your Steam Deck OLED. Then like rock solid that investing in a Steam machine actually ensures the future of your Steam Deck.
Totally.
Really nice companion to it. Beyond optimization, of course, then you've got that SteamOS is going to continue getting better. The development of that is going to continue being supported. That's the thing as well. Yeah, they've gone so hard on SteamOS. Like, if you remember all the way back when they announced the Steam Deck, my number one issue was, and the reason why I didn't buy one immediately was, software. I don't want to be like a beta tester, because I just didn't know whether they would support it long enough.
or whether they'll drop it in 6 months to a year because it just
which they had done in the past.
Yeah, that's why we were reluctant. And when you look back now, you're like, they did such a good job, and it still rolls out like sometimes on a weekly basis, new updates, new features, new support. I mean, they only just released the new like screen off for downloads, and the thing's been out for like 3 years or 4 years or whatever it's been now. And they're still getting big feature updates. So like you said, with the Steam machine, it just ensures that they're really going to go hard into Steam OS and making sure that it's as good as possible there.
Yeah. Yes. So also like the added life that gives you Steam Deck as well, just knowing that they're not going to cut and drop this, if a new Steam Deck doesn't come along, that the importance of this as a companion device is paramount to them, so they're going to keep supporting it. Valve are really good at that in general, to be fair. This whole generation of devices has been incredible. Like their support for it, their openness as well. What's nice in general, like I put a circle around this whole conversation, is that it doubles down on their whole ethos of like continuing to support, making it easy for more people to get in, and welcoming in the community to help them continue to support stuff.
Yes, yeah.
It's like them doubling down on it is how it felt.
Absolutely, yeah. And I feel like it puts a little bit of a plaster on the wound of waiting for the next Steam Deck. It's like it really helps you go, you know what? Like I said, if you're wanting that more performance, a lot of people are docking their Steam Decks anyway. So like this is that, and it will help you wait that next 2, 3, maybe 4 years until the next Steam Deck actually even comes out.
Yeah. A sticking plus is actually a really nice way of putting it. It does feel like the Steam Deck 2 is definitely happening from this announcement.
So. Yeah, I think so too.
Which is exciting in itself, because that obviously shows like continued support. They said at the start of the announcement, we're excited to talk to you about the future of the Steam Deck, just not today.
Yeah, a little tease there.
A little tease.
Yeah, I like that a lot, because they said previously, we're not going to be releasing systems every year like PC. And they said we're specifically waiting for a monumental increase in power effectively compared to the current gen that they have, rather than incremental like we see with the PC handhelds. Every time there's a new little jump, there's a new one, whereas they've really stuck to their guns here and gone, you know what, we're gonna stay with where we're at, even though it's underperforming right now and it is weak compared to the competition. They're sticking to their guns and they're waiting for that big jump until the next gen. And like you said, with all this like time and development into a Steam machine, they're just waiting for these APUs to get better before they go, now's the time that it's a big enough jump for the Steam Deck before they release one of them. And I still think we're a couple of years away yet.
I think so as well. And the sticking plaster idea actually kind of holds true here as well. We know from the announcement that Steam Machine is 2026, early 2026.
That's true.
Like, let's say at worst 6 months away, at best 3 months away. It's very unlikely that they would release a Steam Deck in the same year as that.
Oh yeah, I can't see that happen.
But also, if you're talking about that generational leap, we've talked about this before. Really, you're looking at hoping for RDNA 4 to be inside APUs,
yes,
and affordable enough for them to sell it at like sub $1,000 kind of price points.
Absolutely,
so at the earliest, we're looking 2027. Probably even later than that.
I agree with you, and I think now that the Steam machines come out, that date's been pushed back even further. I think we've got even so. Previously, the thought was 2027. I'm now thinking earliest 28. I really do think that, like the beginning of 28, maybe an announcement at the end of 27. But yeah, I think the Steam machines push that date back even further now.
I mean, we've only just seen, like in the past month, the launch of Z2E devices. So, I mean, the next generation beyond that's going to be 2 years, isn't it? From
pretty much, yeah.
So they announced, the release of hardware is going to be in 2 years' time, probably with the Z3 generation. So yeah, that kind of holds true on that timeline too. Whether that would even be affordable in 2028 is a question as well, isn't it?
That is true, and maybe they don't go down that route at all. Maybe they don't wait for RDNA 4 at all. Maybe it's an RDNA 3.5 like we've currently got in the Z2 Extremes.
Can I throw a curveball into this?
Go on, do it.
Maybe it's Intel and Nvidia.
Oh, imagine that.
I mean, they've obviously got a close relationship with AMD at the moment.
Yeah.
The Steam Machine's got semi-custom components in it, so obviously working with them.
Yeah.
But that's not to stop them. I look
Jump
at
in chip. Yeah.
the wonders that Nvidia have done with Nintendo.
It's incredible.
It's incredible what they've managed to do. The partnership between Intel and Nvidia, how good XeSS is now, and the kind of seeing the incremental upgrades that's happened with the MSI devices running Intel.
Yeah.
It's impressive. So curveball could be like, Intel are the future of the Steam Deck.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, imagine the Steam Deck 2 running an RTX GPU. That'd be mad, wouldn't it? It'd be absolutely mad. But the thing is it's not too far-fetched, because the Steam Deck prides itself on efficiency. Yeah. Well, unfortunately for the Steam Deck, the Switch 2 is now the efficiency king.
Yep.
And who's that? That's NVIDIA. So imagine if they did, it would absolutely be a generational leap by jumping to NVIDIA. However, I do think the partnership with AMD will probably hold out longer than this, because considering the Steam Machine's not even out yet, and that's going to be AMD based. If we are looking at 1 to 2 years after that comes out for the next Steam Deck, well, then it's got to be in development now. It's got to be already in development. So that's where my head's going. It's probably going to be like the Steam Deck was underperformant when it launched. Like, it was performant because it was the only thing out, right? But really, it was a bit underperformant.
Same as the Steam Machine will be.
Exactly that, yeah. And even like the Switch 2, everyone's crying like, oh, well, it's a chip from a couple of years ago. It needs to be, because they need time to develop the thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, they can't make it the day a chip comes out and then push it out to the public. They need time, like, to sort this out. So it wouldn't surprise me if the next Steam Deck's just RDNA 3.5, and it does come out in a year, maybe 2 years, because the price right now, look at the Z2E devices right now. They're all $1,000. So if Steam are wanting to go down the Steam Deck route again and hit that 500 margin, roughly thereabouts, I mean, in 2 years' time, a Z2 Extreme probably is affordable enough to put that in a device to be able to sell it at that price point.
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah, so
it wouldn't be a bad move, to be fair, because the more I consider the Steam Deck now, it's like the mass market PC handheld, isn't it, compared to the kind of enthusiast devices, which is like the Legion Go 2 and the Ally X's and stuff. Having a mass market device that is like mid-range in what's available power-wise at that time is how the entire console industry is built. It's how Xbox and PlayStation exist, how Nintendo exists. So they're competing more with those devices than they are with the PC manufacturers. Just they're in the PC space.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. The Steam Machine shows us that as well. They're not changing on that ethos. So yeah, maybe it will be. But that's kind of drifting into fantasizing about what the Steam Deck 2 will be.
Yeah.
Moreover, going back to the point, the Steam Machine basically means a huge amount for the Steam Deck. So don't sleep on this. This means that the Steam Deck's here to stay. It's going to continue to get better and be supported into the future.
Yes, absolutely.
It's kind of exciting. I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments down below. What does the Steam Machine mean for your Steam Deck? Anything at all? Could you not care less? Let us know down in the comments down below. What's down there? Make sure you like this video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content.
Oh yeah.
And what else should they do?
Become a member and you get to chat to us over on our private Discord as well.
Until next time.
Bye.